So you've been in movies, you've been on television. Well, you're about to get another role because I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. Today we're going to be reacting to a insane classic episode of TCAP with Chris Hansen, where the guy caught is actually an actor, or an aspiring actor, let's be honest, but he gets his newest role on TCAP today, and I don't know if he's going to be that hype about it when he finds out. Now, just a heads up before we get into this, if I sound a little bit lower energy than normal, I have unfortunately caught a hardy case of the Rona, and this morning I've just been feeling worse and worse each day I wake up, so I'm kind of sad that I have not made a video for you guys in a long time, so I gotta get on that. But without any further ado, let's just get right on into this and watch this man cry some manly tears as he gets caught trying to meet up with a decoy.
Okay.
So I know I showered once. Do you still want to shower again?
Kind of stinky.
So we're starting things off here with being informed that this guy is a little bit stinky. I don't know why he has to proclaim that as he's going over to this house to meet up with someone. But maybe that's his way of like just trying to hop in the shower super quick. I don't know. This guy's a weirdo already. Let's keep it going though.
Hi, how are you?
Why don't you have a seat right there? What's going on?
How you doing, Chris?
Good, how are you? You're Chris?
Yeah.
What you doing here?
And man, they do not mess around on these older episodes. They get right into the reveal. None of that, you know, hanging out with the decoy type thing. I think that was something they started doing as the show kept going, but you can tell this dude is already crapping his pants. He sits down and he's nervous as he sees Chris Hansen around the corner. That's gotta just be the worst feeling, knowing that your life absolutely is going to crumble from this moment forward and it will never be the same because of the idiotic and sick choices that you made that got you here. So once again, when I say stuff like that, I am not defending these guys, or nor do I feel a shred of feeling bad about them. Basically, I really think this is hilarious, if anything, that they're getting caught, and it's good because these guys are monsters.
Well, who did you think you were talking to?
I thought I was talking to Luke.
Luke. And how old do you think Luke is?
I thought he was 18, he's told me.
And man, we need to make some freaking TCAP bingo cards at this point because we would be having a great grand old time with that. Maybe I should make that and like put it on my Discord or something. But the one this guy just checked off that literally every one of these idiots does is they name exactly the person they were talking to, and then the first thing they say is, I'm pretty sure they were 18, they said. Yeah, I think I asked them like 10 or 20 times and they said they were 18 of legal age each time. So if they are any differently, I just don't know any better. And they always say that as Chris is leaning over a stack of papers that shows the 10 plus times that the person told them they were 13 instead of 20 or 18 or whatever he said.
The problem, Chris, is that I have the transcripts. So I already know what you said. So it would be probably better for you to tell the truth right up front.
And I gotta just geek over Chris for a second here. Not Chris, the guy getting caught, Chris Hansen, I mean. This dude is too freaking perfect for this show. He is so good at delivering these like menacing lines where he's just basically threatening the truth out of these guys. And it doesn't always work, but I just love that he is the host of this show because he does it so perfectly. I would be freaking out in this situation, even though it's, you know, exciting catching these guys. It's gotta be really awkward and uncomfortable being in his position, trying to expose them right now and talking them through these lines of questions.
You're asked, you not working? Because I'm rich, laugh out loud. Way? Not way rich, but enough to support myself comfortable. And not work? I do work, just not very often.
So that's right, he was even flexing to the decoy how rich and extravagant his lifestyle was because like I said in the intro, this dude claims he's an actor, and while he only has I think 2 roles on his IMDb, one being this TCAP episode, I'm gonna venture out and say he's not making that much from acting, and he's probably, you know, like a busboy on the side. That's how most people are in California, but either way, it's pretty funny he was just trying to flex being this rich movie star.
In movies.
On television.
And television. And what do you do for movies and television?
I'm a stand-in work.
Like as an actor?
Yeah.
Chris does not believe him here, but the other detail I need to point out is there is a freaking fly flying around this dude's head, so maybe he really is stinky as hell and just pulled up to this house smelling like garbage. This dude's entire life is just a walking L at this point.
Okay, I really made a mistake.
You can't help but feel sorry for some of these guys. But then when you go back and you reread the transcript, you feel less sorry for them.
And that's exactly how I feel watching these episodes. This dude instantly breaks out the tears, or should I say the actor tears, because, you know, he is a famous rich actor, so I'm sure he's good at fake crying. But he pulls that strategy out as soon as Chris really starts reading these transcripts, and you hear just how terrible his chat was with this decoy, and how just, you know, in-depth he was going with what he was saying he was coming over there to do. His only defense at that point was, I'm just gonna cry like a big baby, and that's pretty much what he does for the rest of this episode.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm ashamed. I was going to turn around halfway, and, and then he calls, he's like, where are you? And
So it's kind of hard to hear this bozo right now, but now he's shifting to the other strategy that is very common for these guys, where he, is really wrestling with the idea in his head of even coming here. Apparently he was driving, and halfway down he was like, no, I'm not going to go through with this. I don't think I'm going to do anything. No, there's no way I can do this. And even though they are physically standing in the house, which proves they were planning on going through with this, they are still reasoning with themselves as if there's a way to like talk themselves out of this. Like, no, you're caught red-handed and you're pretty much screwed from now on. You're going to have to come to terms with that, my dude.
And I knew I was taking a huge risk, and
So you knew what you were doing was wrong.
And this dude is just making the case so easy for whoever his prosecutors are in this lengthy court trial that is going to be, present after this situation. He just fessed up to knowing what he's doing is wrong, and the way that he's crying and shaking right now shows that he also realizes he's in some deep doo-doo.
I mean, I go online, but it's, majority just to talk and chat and all that. And, sometimes if I meet a guy, they are, at least over 18.
And I don't know about you guys, but I totally believe this is the only time he's ever done this, because there's just this anomaly, where every single person that's on this show is getting caught on their first time. That's just how good of an investigator Chris Hansen is. Obviously being extremely sarcastic. Most people who are doing this regularly, and that's how they are caught into this sting so easily. Yet this dude's claiming that he talks online with people all the time, but he makes sure they're over 18 always. This was just the one anomaly, and unfortunately he got caught up in this mess, not really realizing, it was a person that was not 18.
Well, you know how people will react when they see this. I mean, this does not look good.
I know.
This does not look good. I mean, you're gonna get no roles after this. Literally, no one's gonna hire you for any of these movies when they realize you're a creep, which I wish was true, but he kind of does fit into Hollywood at this point. Anyways, I digress. Let's just watch this dude cry some more.
So you've been in movies, you've been on television. Well, you're about to get another role, because I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer.
That was one of the smoothest reveals by Chris Hansen here. I like that he, made that little segue. You want to be a movie star so bad? Well, I just gave you your own lead starring role in an episode on NBC, Dateline NBC, that is. But, you're still having a very big role, and this will go up on your IMDb. I'm sure that's the least of your worries from here on out. You're going to be more worried about not going to the slammer, but, it's a free role, so take it. So this cool dude, actor guy, gets hauled off by the police. You know how this always goes. He continues crying as he's getting processed, and I'm sure he's still crying to this day, saying that he will never do this again, even though we know that he's probably done this multiple times, and it was good that he got caught because, well, it couldn't happen again. So let me know what you thought of this episode down in the comments below. Again, I'm sorry if I was sounding a little bit low energy in this one. My head has been pounding so bad, and the amount of pauses I've taken for coughs in this recording alone is enough to drive a man crazy. So as always, I appreciate everyone who watched to the very end. Thank you so much for the support on these videos, and until next time, peace out.